Jeremiah 32:17. So Most High thy power, behold, thou hast made the heaven and the earth by thy great power, and stretched out arm, and there is nothing too hard for thee.
Lord, I know it's power in your name. Power in your name. Power. Lord, I know it's power in your name. Power in your name. Power. Lord, I know it's power in your name. The ancient of days, I am that I am, my highest name. God of all gods, the King of kings, creator of the earth, the heavens, the beings. Everything you see, everything you touch, everything you smell, all the things you love. My Father made it, and He get all the credit. His will be done, that's automatic. The inventor of time, the past and future. There's no greater love, I salute you. He's sitting in His majesty, all power, all glory, all hail the King. I kneel down when I speak, thanking Him for everything He did for me. The days when He strengthened me when I was weak, the trials, the tests, and the chastening. Abba, I love you for it, though I don't deserve a portion. You seen something in me to wake me up, and now I'm working on your team. Power in your name. Power. Lord, I know it's power in your name. Power in your name. Power. Lord, I know it's power in your name. Lord, I thank you for protecting me. I thank you for your mercy. Father, I'm thanking you for healing me. Thank you for your never dying love. I just wanna be right there with you. I just wanna be right there with you.
That ain't good enough. Hold on, come back at it. Oh, that's not good enough.
I know that I'm commanded, I'm a slave. I'm commanded, slave in the space. Higher, dedicate. We ain't asked to be chosen, he picked us. Sent His Son to teach us, showing He with us. Hated on the whole world against us. Concrete on the other side of them picket fences. Look, choose the side where the grass is greener. Give all honor to all, but don't be a blasphemer. Once upon a time, we were all dreamers. Then we came into the truth, and Yeshua freed us. Love not the world is what He told us, and overcoming it is what He showed us. He waking up His soldiers now. Matthew chapter 10, read the whole thing. Be set apart and walk upright in His holy name. Cause the world is vain and everything thereof. We're passing the end when it get burnt up. Thou can only serve one master, pick one, else you will hold to the one and despise the other one. Bound by His love, I'm a slave. I desire to walk inside of His ways. Keep the law and the statutes that He gave. I know that I'm commanded, gotta keep His commandments. Bound by His love, I'm a slave. I desire to walk inside of His ways. Keep the law and the statutes that He gave. I know that I'm commanded, gotta keep His commandments. Bound by His love, I'm bound to His word. Bound by grace, I'm bound to this word. Walk by faith, I don't need to see. Holding on to His garment, He gon' take me where I need to be. I used to want for all things, used to love to hustle. Grew up without a thing, learned early to hate the struggle. Mama preaching to me daily, I ain't wanna hear. 20 years later, understanding to be God-fearing. I hit a couple bumps, Fell into a slump, couldn't even pray right. My brothers, they helped lift me up. Battle scars on my heart, bandages around my soul. I was down, but I won out. He patched me up and told me go, never fold, endure. His love is the cure. Do the work and spread the word. Make your election sure. Excuse me as I testify, giving him the praise with my hands up to the sky. Bound by his love, I'm a slave. I desire to walk inside of his way. Keep the law and the statutes that he gave. I know that I'm commanded, gotta keep his commandments. Bound by his love, I'm a slave. I desire to walk inside of his way. Keep the law and the statutes that he gave. I know that I'm commanded, gotta keep his commandments.
Shabbat Shalom, everybody in Christ's body, anointed, appointed, double dipped in that ointment. It's your brother Ron. Right on another blessed Sabbath. Right? Oh man. Tired. Very tired. It is late. It is 10 o'clock. That's past my bedtime, right? Oh man. Hold up real quick. Let me see something real quick. Yeah, man. Bad connection. I had to try to, do something about that. But man, I just got out that sauna and ooh, it beats me down, right? Oh man, it knocks everything out of you, especially when you do it at night and you do it this late, right? But I was out and I was running around, and on my way home, I just stopped at the gym and I went in there and baked for 21 minutes. That's how long you're supposed to do it. No longer than 21 minutes, right? Yeah. So if you into doing the sauna, it's how long you want. 21 minutes, right? Uh, well, 15. Anywhere between 15 and 21. If you in there longer than 21 minutes, it becomes dangerous. And anything less than 15 minutes, then you really ain't hitting it real good. You want to stay in between that 15-minute and that 21-minute mark, right? Mm. You did 30 and felt a bit off, Ricardo. I can believe it. Yeah, that's too long. You mess around and dehydrate yourself. Knock all of the nutrients, all of the water out of your body. You know. Shout out Caprice Anderson, Shabbat Shalom, Mark AZ, Shabbat Shalom, Ricardo, Shabbat Shalom, my wife, Shabbat Shalom, fam. Right. Uh, yeah, I understand that it is late, but it's better than nothing. You know, got so much going on. Uh, you know, uh, yeah. I guess let's get into some scriptures. some things I pulled out to talk about. Can't really talk about what I would be talking about tonight because, of course, it's the Sabbath, right? But it's a lot going on out there, and I don't know, y'all. I don't know what to say about it. A lot of feelings are hurt. You know, uh, I've been talking to a lot of church members lately, and people are hurt and torn and things like this between two hard places, right? They want to stay, they want to go, they don't know what they want to do. Other ones are trying to antagonize things of a nature like this. And I'm built for it, man, and I'm here for it. And long as we got to drag this out, man, y'all figure out what y'all want to do because I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing. And I'm going to continue doing that. I'm not going to stop. You know, I told everybody why I was leaving and whatnot. And no matter how many times I tell them, you know, what it's about, which was the Most High and what He got us on, they keep acting like they didn't hear that. So I'm done. I'm kind of done talking about it, man. To them and taking these phone calls. You guys ain't got too many more phone calls out of me. You know, you know. I had one brother trying to antagonize me, and I know he was recording me. Y'all might hear that come out. You know, and we get a little excited, but it wasn't threatening or violent, just getting a little loud. And he gonna hit me with the why you yelling, you know. So he was trying to pull me out of my nine, things of a nature like this. So, and these guys is dirty, and I know they are, and I shouldn't have even took the call because I know how they get down. But hey, if a recording come out on me, that's what it is. Who cares? Oh, you got the right. What do you have? You know, uh, you know, playing a bunch of games, trying to catch me up now. You know, I won't say why tonight because it is the Sabbath, but I will go into why so much anger and hostility and trying to trap folks. And, you know, it still ain't learned nothing. Still ain't learned nothing. Crumbling and still ain't heard nothing. Ain't paid attention. Can't hear the Father's voice, you know, because wisdom is lacking. You want to pull out scriptures? No. You guys are not in any position to pull out scriptures on me because you don't follow the ones that you should follow, right? But you want to give me some? No. I think we need to look at the ones that you butchering up and rolling over on, right? But all praises to the Most High, and mercy to all. Blessings and mercy to all. And that still stands. Oh, that's a, you know, how can you say this and then say that? Because I do pray mercy and grace upon all, but that don't mean you ain't doing what you're doing every day, living how you're living. You know what I'm saying? You still doing that. So in all that I say, I gotta be careful not to lie about that, right? Right? Yeah, brother said I lied. I did. I did. Brother was asking me, why did you leave? You know, is there any other reason why you left outside of the Most High's work that you're claiming that you're going to go do? And is there any other reason? And I said no, because it really ain't. It really ain't, you know? It was never about me why I left. I've widely proclaimed that. Nah, it wasn't about me, it was about the Most High. It's always about the Most High when I do anything. But yeah, that was the only reason. But he like, you be talking some other stuff on your videos though. I'm like, yeah, you know, all bets are off when you slander me and attack my family, and you know what I mean? Yeah. But at the time I said that, yeah, it was pure. But and it's still about that. Just because I address some bull don't mean that their reason changed. I'm just addressing some bull. Stop doing bull. You know what I'm saying? Stop doing bull and you'll stop, right? And they only, man, I ain't even gonna go into it. We just gonna say that. I'm getting reeled in. We just gonna save that and we gonna come back to that. But I just wanted to jump it off so that I could hear this and say, "Oh yeah, I need to talk about that." Right? But I didn't want to go too much into detail because it is the Sabbath, and I am a Sabbath keeper, and I like to save all my quarrelsome uh, conversation for days that ain't the Sabbath. Right? Yes, yes, yes. You know, and man, this world don't understand. You know, I'm always in a good mood, man. I'm always in high spirits. You know, just because I deal with a scorpion don't mean that I have come out of my peace. Still in my peace, okay? I don't come out of my peace. I don't care how I sound, right? I don't care if the conversation get heated. You know, if you change the subject, my fire is gone, right? Immediately. On a turn of a dime, right? It's over, you know? But truthfully, I don't care about anything, you know? Earth is just playing itself out. I can't do nothing about it. You can't do nothing about it. Why stress over it, right? Find what keeps you in your nine and enjoy your life. And we got a task to be doing, you know, in the meantime, between time, ain't it? In the meantime, between time, we got to solidify mama in this earth. You know what I'm saying? Luke 7:35. We got to justify our heavenly mother and bring her into this earth and let her have her perfect work. We are on assignment. We ain't over here just kicking it. We got work to do. Shout out to y'all that's out in the streets in your city finding somebody to talk to, right? All praise, honor, and glory to the Most High for you, right? Yes, yes, yes. The Lord our righteousness says it's a brutal task. How you know about the brutal? Who is that? Who is that talking about the brutal foe? You somebody been hanging around me, but I don't recognize you by the Lord our righteousness. Oh yeah? Who is that? What's your name? Look like I see some hair. Look like that's either a sister or that's a man with a long perm. I can't see. It's too small. Your icons are really small. You know, all praises to the Most High. Shabbat Shalom to you. I'm glad you're here, sitting with us, chopping it up with us. The Lord our righteousness, right? It's a brother. All praises, right? Uh, man, praise the Most High for His Spirit. The royal. Oh, she is royal. Yes, she is the royal nine. I like that. Oh man, she is majesty. She is the majesty that sits on his head, right? What is that? A crown, right? That's the crown. And what do the precepts say a woman is? A crown to her husband, ain't it? Yes, yes, yes. It just called the Holy Spirit wisdom. It just called her the Most High's wife in that. If you know how to read between the lines of these scriptures, right? The Corner Talk podcast. Who had that corner? Yeah, brother IG. Shout out, brother IG. Where you at, IG? Cause somebody was telling me you was where I knew you to be. I ain't gonna give up your location. But somebody was telling us you were there, and some other people was telling me that you're not there. And if you are there, I need you to bring some people together, man, and take them to a library or something and read some scriptures. You know what I'm saying? Take them to a park or something. So I need to know where you at. Please, please, if you would help, not me, but those in your city, they want to come together, right? So reach out to me, my brother. We got many moons, we got many Passovers in this truth, and I do trust you. So, Psalm 49:1. We're gonna start getting into this. But a lot of you guys are ready to come together out there, man. A lot of y'all ready to come together out there. Uh, Kentucky. Everybody in Kentucky, hit the plant vineyards, right? 144. Everybody in the big KY, right? Need y'all to hit up so that y'all can definitely come together. Uh, everybody in Houston, hit up, please, right? Everybody in Houston, hit up. If you don't want to be left out, calling everybody linked in from Houston. If you send me an email address, I will send you a physical address. Right? I have a work. Enter into this work with me if you would. If you would, right? Yikes. Where is this at? Where it's at? Where it's at? Ah, she still ain't leaving. Is she still not leaving? Let me see. Yeah, I don't see it. Okay. I hope that's not my fault and I'm missing it. But we'll come back to that. You know, we'll come back to that. For our brother Russell's funeral expenses. Oh man, it's so hard every time I hear about one of us going because I know we didn't have to, I know we didn't have to go, you know. It's a little bit at the right time. It's not much that keep us alive, right? Uh yeah, San Antonio, Texas. Uh haven't spoken to anybody else from San Antonio. But if you're in San Antonio, hit me up and let's talk and let's see what kind of bases we could touch. Because strangely, haven't gotten any word from San Antonio, right? Uh, Atlanta, Lincoln, Atlanta, right? Trying to get my brother to bring y'all together there. Got him almost. He almost ready. He almost ready to believe, right? He almost ready to believe in himself, you know. But believe it or not, those are the ones who treat it right, you know. It's that brother, let me show you how to do this, you know. That's the brother be tripping, you know, like, man, chill, brother, like, hold up, you know. Uh yeah, it's, you know, it's the meek to get in there and treat it right, y'all. Get in there and do the I am right, do the body right, you know. But, you know, the strong is gonna be the strong. You know how that goes, right? You know how that goes. Strong gonna be the strong. You get there, he's older, he's wiser, he seemed to be doing the most talking, you know. That's anywhere you go, you know. So, you know, all brothers is really doing, man, is setting the place. You're in that town, I'm not, you know. You know the best time to link up and where to go, you know. Things of a nature like this. So, all praise it to the Most High. Uh, oh man, that email address is going crazy, you know. But so much has happened, man. I mean, this is just a crazy month, y'all. So much happened, you know. Especially this wave that Maestro done created, man. Right? Everybody who was on the fence then, not after Maestro started talking about what he was talking about, right? Yes, yes, yes. And man, the Most High put that spirit on Maestro. I hope you don't think it's anything else, you know. But man, let's get into this. Let's read us some book. That's our 30 minutes of intro talk, right? Start breaking it down. What is this on my foot, man? Right? Push that out of the camera view. Hold up. Real quick, y'all. What you looking at, Romeo? Romeo. 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 A little bit of water. I need a glass of water. That old Missy Elliott. Work it. Okay. Where's my knife? Everything but a knife. Okay. Is that my knife? That is my knife. That is my knife. All right. Before we jump off this boat and start swimming, before we jump off the boat and start swimming, let me hit this water with my Meyer lemon. Right? Meyer lemon. Right? Gonna beat, gonna beat the lemon bone dry, ain't it? Thing gonna be Yes, yes, yes. Right. I love lemons. Right. Shalakia. Mmm. Oh, that's so delicious. I feel it doing stuff. I feel it doing things. Okay. All right. I think we ready. I think we ready. Right. I've learned so much in the name I am. It's amazing how much the prophet said, I am he, like Yasha in the same prophecies. It really is amazing. Yes, yes, yes. That's how it is. Because now you're in a position to learn and you're in the book that teaches. Absolutely. Right. Eat the I did eat that lemon, right? I see a lot of scriptures in here. I see some wisdom up in there, right? Proverbs 13:9, the light of the righteous rejoiceth, but the lamp of the wicked shall be put out. 10. Only by pride cometh contention, but with the well advised is wisdom. Yes, yes, yes. We can only do so much, says Ricardo, because the one to move them is the spirit of mama. And if that don't do it, then it's on them. Yeah, they've been trying to prove I don't got mama, right? You know, and that's really the only reason they hit up is to try to get some ammo. Sad. It's pretty sad, man. Brother telling you he don't want to fight and be contentious, and it's like, nah, you gonna fight and be contentious, because we want to do that. But hey, Psalm 49:1, right? From the top, and it says, hear this, all ye people, give ear, all ye inhabitants of the world. Verse 2, both low and high, both rich and poor, right? Together, my mouth, verse 3, my mouth shall speak wisdom, and the meditation of my heart shall be of understanding, right? Knowledge of the prudent is understanding. Knowledge of the holy, it is. It's another precept that says that. So you're living this set apart life and you're doing all of these things to keep up with a set apart life, right? Okay, now those things that you're doing, that's what teaches you understanding, right? It is because of those things that you are able to say that you have understanding, you know, and your life and your attitude has to reflect that you have understanding. If you out here being abrasive and all of that, it don't look good, man. It don't look good on you because the brutish man, he is that way. The knowledgeable man, he believes he can do more with his words than he can with any other tool or even his own hands, right? So you can always tell the brutish. They don't want to think, they don't want to talk things out. They have to use physical physicality is what they would rather use, right? So verse 1 from the top of Psalm 49, hear this, listen, like listen for real. That's obedience. When you're able to read this comma by comma and understand what it's asking you to do. Now, that verse says, hear this, all ye people, give ear, all ye inhabitants of the world. Yeah, it says that, but you're not going to hear it. You know, you're not going to hear this, how it starts out. You when you read off of that, hear this went out the window. You're not hearing. You read the rest of that sentence already ready to throw everything out the window. When it started with hear this. So when you see hear this, you got to go into a mode like, okay, I'm listening. How many of y'all did that? When I said hear this, okay, let me incline my ear, right? All ye people, hear this who? All ye people. All you people. It don't matter who you are, right? Black, white, dark, light, short, skinny, old, young, all ye people, right? Male, female, east side, west side, right? Whoever you're, all ye people, okay? Rich, poor, free, bond, all ye people. Give your ear to this. Oh man, what I'm getting ready to tell you is very important, right? King David is saying, and then when he started talking, what did he say? All ye inhabitants of the world, verse 2, both low and high, rich and poor, right? Back to this a precept of the free and the bond and all that, right? Both the high and low, the rich and the poor together, right? Hear the words, right? Hear this and give ear, right? Now, what was he gearing you up for? It tells us in verse 3, my mouth shall speak wisdom. That's why you need to hear this and give ear, right? And that's why he had to call them out, both low and high, both rich and poor. It's telling us that he's talking to some people who would say, oh, I'm low. He's not talking about me. He's talking about those high guys over there, I'm just sitting over here, with hardly nothing. He can't be talking to me. Nobody loves me. Nobody speaks to me. Yeah, he's talking to you too, right? Both low and high. High is over there. Oh, he ain't talking to me. All of this paper I'm getting, baby. I buy whatever I need, right? No, you can't buy this. So listen, give ear, right? Rich or poor, together, listen, right? Hear this, give ear. And then what did he say? My mouth shall speak wisdom, right? What I'm about to start having fly out of my mouth is going to elevate you in your divine nine, right? Yes, yes, yes. And the meditation, right? Heavy, deep thought where you close your eyes and you bow your head. That's meditation, right? And somebody around you, they might mess around and think you sleep. Nah, he's in meditation, right? It's a prayer, but it's less words than prayer. Prayer is verbal, right? Meditation is more in your inner spirit. You can do that. You close your eyes and bow your head and just let your spirit exist a while. Oh, it feels good, right? And your soul and your spirit will have a conversation with itself, right? That's meditation, right? The meditation of my heart shall be of understanding, which understanding only comes from being holy. Oh man, I love this book. James chapter 3 and 11. That's where we're going to go next. If you want to spin your book there, that's where we're going to meet at James 3 and 11. James chapter 3, verse 11. Right? In the meditation of my heart shall be of understanding, says Psalm 49. And it's like, man, I'm not here to talk to anybody anymore who ain't trying to get on this. Y'all hear what I'm over here talking about? Stop acting like you don't hear that. Stop trying to go around that and call me to do what you know is against my soul. I don't like it. I don't like arguing. I don't like fighting. I don't want to try to top you or be better than you. You know, I am not competitive, okay? I have no desire to compete with anybody about anything. I'm the kind of person I'm liable to just let you have it. Go on and have it. Go on and have it then. I ain't fighting for nothing. Anything I gotta fight for does not belong to me. Am I? Yes, yes, yes. Right. If you got to James 3 and 11, we finna jump off with it. Right. Do with a fountain sent forth at the same time or at the same place, sweet water and bitter. Okay. Talking about that mouth. Do with the fountain. You know what a fountain is? A spout. Water's gonna come out, right? Water's about to come out. Does a fountain send forth at the same place sweet water and bitter? No. If the pipes are bad, they're gonna be bad till you clean them out, right? And if it's good, then it's good. There's no need to clean the pipes out, right? It's ready for use, you know? No, they don't both. How is that possible? And that's what I was telling us before. It happened 2 nights in a row. I was talking about, it only takes a little bit, you know, of the bad substance to ruin what is good. Come on. It don't take a lot, you know? If you know I'm about to spit right in a big water container. It's a big water container, right? If I climb up to the top and spit in it too, how fast are you going to be to drink that? You don't care about the ratio, huh? He's spitting that, right? That's all you care about. He's spitting that. If I do that, did I not contaminate the entire, right, water reservoir? Yes, yes, yes. Yes, I did ruin it. Hold on, let me let them in real quick. Let them in for the Sabbath. You better not run out when I open this door, Romeo. You are not allowed out right now. Hey, hey, hey. Hey! Quiet down. I'll go ahead, walk past. Hey. Where's your mother?
Car.
Still in the car? Right, all right. Oh, man. All right, all right. James 3 and 11. Does a fountain send forth at the same place sweet water and bitter? It's gonna send forth one or the other, right? So neither should we be doing that, huh? Neither should we be sending forth sweet water and bitter out of our mouth, right? Now, I'm gonna tell the truth, but I'm always gonna disclose, hey, ain't no problem. I don't hate you. I'm not trying to hurt you, right? I talk about things you can correct. I'm not talking to anybody about things that, number one, they can't help. Number two, it's not gonna send you, to the lake. If it's sending you to the lake, I'm ordered by the Most High to say something about that, right? According to Ezekiel 3, twice in that chapter, or else I'm gonna be in trouble, right? I don't want your blood on my hands. No, no, right? Verse 12. Can the fig tree, my brethren, bear olive berries? No, it's a fig tree, right? You shall know a tree by its fruit, right? Either a vine figs. No, vine that's for grapes, right? So can no fountain both yield salt water and fresh? Huh? Yes, yes, yes. That's talking about your speech. Your speech. Stop letting these men be wicked and slander a man in front of your face and then teach you righteousness. Right? And teach you mercy and love. And you know what I mean? Come on, man. You're a slanderer. You made me hate somebody. Right? Brother spoken, now you hate somebody, but you're going to listen to that person tell you about love? I want you to love everybody, right? I don't even want you to look at the face. Just love everybody. Why? Because if you don't, Guess who's in trouble? You. You're in trouble. Right? Man, love everybody, but understand what's going on before you, right? Understand what is happening before you. Be not ignorant, right? In no situation, not a big one or a small one. That's what I'm going to encourage you. But I'm never encouraging anybody to hate anybody. Okay? So don't twist that. I don't care what you thought I said. I wasn't leading you to dislike or hate anybody. Con? Uh, James 3:13 says, who is a wise man and endued with knowledge among you? What is endued? Endued is given, right? If you endue something, you give something, you furnish somebody with something, right? You equip somebody with something, okay? You apply somebody with something, all right? If you endue them with something. So, who is a wise man who is endued with knowledge among you, right? Let him shew out of a good conversation his works. Shout out to everybody who think I toot my horn, okay? Let him shew out of a good conversation his works. With what? Meekness and wisdom in the 9. With a low soul in the 9. So as long as you got that intact, you can show out of a good conversation your works, right? If he talking about it, he's talking his expertise. He done had to do it in order to get the conversation that he has for you. That came out of performing the deed, right? But verse 14, right? But if ye have bitter envying and strife in your hearts, glory not and lie not against the truth, right? So if you got a bitter heart and you were envious and jealous of people and you got strife meaning you want to fight, you want contention. If you're feeling like that, don't even glory in your works. Don't even, right? Don't even out of a good conversation show your works. You just chill, right? Why? Because you're gonna roll over on that meekness and wisdom right there. That's why, right? And lie not against the truth. You know, something is true, better not speak against it. Right? That true thing, oh man, lie not against the truth. Just because the truth may damage you, now you want to jump up and speak against that truth and try to wrestle it off of your own back, right? Don't do that with the truth. If the truth come down on you and it's true and it hurts you, man, wear that. Wear that. And that's the problem. People wanted me to shut up about being lied on. I have every right to address that if I want to, right? And long as it affects me, I have the right to speak on it. Oh man, that was last year. Yeah, but somebody just insulted me yesterday, so, you know, Stop expecting men to be robots, man. We feel this stuff out here, you know, and it ain't cool, you know. Yeah, we got every right to address what's going on with us, you know. Who don't want to hear about that? And that's what this is about. I'm not going to tell you to stop talking about something. You're obviously talking about it because something is bothering you, and that's what charity does. Charity swoops in. You know, uh it's interested in what's bothering you, you know? Should never tell a brother, man, shut up, man, you know? Who cares? Nobody want to hear about that. He's looking for support, man. Muzzle somebody like that. Right. So I gotta respect what you mad about too, you know? No, wait a minute. Let me get my point out. Okay, go ahead. Go ahead and talk. I'm listening. You know? All praises. Psalm 37 and 29 is where we're gonna be going next. If you want to get there in your book, okay? And yeah, that's what we gotta do. We gotta train ourselves in our nine. And this is personal. This is between the most high and you, right? So, you know, things differ from soul to soul, you know. What's going to be harsh for one, the next person ain't going to see that harsh. And the person who's an enemy, you could never please, right? Oh man, they dial in, they start provoking you and stuff. And then, you know, when they think they got something, see what I'm talking about, right? So you'll never please them. Don't even try, right? You know, be who you are, be yourself. Don't fake it for nobody. Be where you are, you know, because if they got something to say about where you are, then they got something to say about you. Where everybody is somewhere, right? You know, like I said, I ain't holding nothing against the man who needed 99% grace. I'm not separating him from the guy that only needed 1%. Both of y'all needed grace. How much doesn't matter. That's going to change as we live, you know? It's 99% today that you need tomorrow somewhere down the line. You're going to turn into the brother that only need that 1%, and that's if you on the proper path and really knocking things down, right? How we supposed to, then you gonna hit levels, man. You know, never form an opinion on where you see somebody at because that's gonna be different tomorrow. You know, Psalm 37 and 29. The righteous shall inherit the land. No, the wicked shall inherit the land. Right? The righteous, we shall inherit the land, y'all. The meek shall inherit the earth, right? And dwell therein forever, right? How long is forever? Till Christ come. That's forever, right? There's never a day while we're on earth that is going to stop. it spills over into the afterlife, forever does, right? Yes, yes, yes. Verse 30, the mouth of the righteous. What you gonna catch them speaking? You're gonna catch them speaking the 9 fruits of the Spirit, right? Wisdom is no different, and his tongue talketh of judgment, right? His tongue talk of decision making. It's what a judgment is. He knows how to make decisions. And when you hear him, hey, that was a good, that was a good a good decision, right? Good choice. Yes, yes, yes. 31, the law of his God is in his heart. What's the law? How well you treat somebody, treat people good. What has the law been reduced to? Love the Most High, love your neighbor as yourself. That's the whole law. That's not me saying that. Okay. Uh, that's about 3 precepts I could think of off the top of my head that solidifies us in that, right? None of his steps shall slide. That sound perfect, don't it? We got another perfect scripture? Yeah, that's another perfect one right there. The law of his God is in his heart, right? Not rolling over on the brethren is in your heart. What does that equal? None of his steps shall slide. You ain't gonna catch him tripping, okay? Yes, yes, yes. Proverbs 10 is where we're going next. Proverbs 10 and 12, right? Shabbat Shalom, everybody. If you're just popping in, we just reading us some scriptures for the Sabbath, right? Who is that fooling around in the door? Come on. Come on in. All praises to the Most High. Right? Oh, man, yikes. Proverbs 10 and 12, if you done got there, we're going to read to what? Verse 14. 12 to 14. So Proverbs 10 to 12 says, hatred stirreth up strife. Man, when somebody hates you, they can't help it. They're going to have to fight with you, right? That's what hatred stirs up, a fight, right? Absolutely. But love covers all sins. It's going to cover it. In what way? In quite a few ways, right? When it sees it going down, it's going to jump in there and stop it. That's covering it, right? Another way it could cover it, right? When you have done it and you change your mind and you switch into love, you patch that trespass up. You cover it that way, right? You cover it that way too, right? What am I thinking? Love covers a multitude, or charity covers a multitude of sins, right? Oh no, that's something different. That's a love. You just said charity. Guess what? It's the same word, okay? There is no difference between love and charity. It's the same word. 13, in the lips, Christ. Okay? In the lips of him that has understanding, wisdom is found, right? But a rod, bang, right? A rod, y'all, a metal pole, okay? But a rod is in the back of him. Think that is void of understanding, right? You got somebody behind you, a cop or something, poking you in your back. Hurry up and go, you know. But a rod is for the back of him, right? That is void, lost of understanding. What does that mean? That means he hasn't gone through the prudence uh, of getting his holy knowledge up. And that's the only thing that gives us understanding, according to the same book of Proverbs, right? That's how you get your understanding up. You're doing these holy things, and it's teaching you how to stay out of your own way, right? So by that you will have understanding, right? But that's going to be a rod in the back of him that is void of understanding. But on the flip side of that, in the lips, Christ, of him that has understanding is mama. She's in the mind. Christ is the mouth. You see that? What is that mouth speaking? The wisdom of the mind. The wisdom is mama. Okay? Verse 14, wise men, they lay up knowledge. Okay? They got it. They're going to have it. They're going to be able to tell you, you know, a little bit about everything. You know, they're going to be a jack of all trades, right? Wise men lay up knowledge. He knows a little bit about everything. But on the other side of the quotation, what does that say? But the mouth is, let's see if this is Christ, of the foolish. No, this ain't Christ. This talking about this something else, right? But the mouth of the foolish is near destruction. You're getting ready, okay, to destroy yourself, right? If you have a foolish mouth, you don't know how to not roll over on your brother. So every time you opening up your mouth, there is a risk that somebody gonna want to teach you something, right? And want to bring some type of harm upon you, whether it's, be physical or not. Huh? Yes, yes, yes. Right? That's how most people are going to wind up. More people are going to wind up like this. Look, Ecclesiastes chapter 2 and verse 26. That's what date it is today, ain't it? Oh, no, it ain't. It's not the 26th. That's the year, though. That's the date in the year or the month in the year. It's the second month according to the Gregorian, right? In the 26th year. But we're at Ecclesiastes chapter 2, verse 26. And we're going to read that. For the Most High giveth to a man that is good in his sight wisdom. So if you have these 9, the Father is looking at you as being something that is good in his sight. So that's why so many people are going to shun this, you know? So when you're out there and you're getting booed, don't blame that on yourself, right? Blame that on the Most High. He's not calling them, right? That's not your fault. We don't say who hears or forbears. It's just our job to speak, right? And that's it. Ecclesiastes 2 and 26. For God giveth to a man that is good his sight, right? So like you give it to a man that is good in his sight. He gonna give him wisdom, right? And what? Knowledge. Knowledge is thoughts. Wisdom is thoughts. But wisdom is packed with some extra stuff, you know? Knowledge is just plain knowing of something, right? Knowing and finding out. That's what you're getting when you're studying and stuff, you know? Is knowledge. Wisdom don't come from observation, okay? Wisdom comes from doing and performing, you know? But knowledge, that's just plain good old knowing, right? Yes, yes, yes. And joy. Man, wait a minute. That sounded like the nine fruits, ain't it? But to the sinner he giveth travail. Travail is what a woman is going through when you see her having a baby, right? And she wish she could just, man, she wish this is the final push. But nah, you have how many hours of labor left? Right? No, it's far from over. That's travail, right? Oh, just going through these hard motions and you're in pain. Oh, but you still got to just keep on dealing with it, right? That's travail, you know. To gather and to heap up. Heap up what? That he may give to him that is good before God, right? This also is vanity and vexation of spirit. This grieves the Holy Spirit within us, right? What does? Uh, right? To gather and to heap, to get all of these problems, right? This travail, this pain, right? That he may give it to him that is good before the Most High. So they got ways of rolling that over on you, right? Yes, yes, yes. And you know, Solomon says, this also is vanity and vexation of spirit. Vanity, which means it's vain, and vexation means it vexes you. It makes things problematic, right? For what? For your spirit, right? Vex, oh man, it won't let you rest. You're having a bad attitude and everything is getting the best of you, right? That's vexation, right? It's because we lack mama. The more closer we get to mama, the harder it is to bring us out of our nine, right? And valuable as she is, right? Hardly anybody's paying attention to her. It's like she's hidden, you know? And that's what's back, y'all. The way we blew over these scriptures of her and all of that's out the window. And that's uh, what we're bringing forth as the children who will justify her. We're alerting people to what she is, and we're going to see how they rejoice. They're going to be happy, right? Teach yourself how to run them down, right? Love, joy, peace, long suffering, gentleness, goodness, faith, meekness, and temperance. Learn how uh, to run those down, because you're going to need to know how to run them down like that to explain them to people, right? Yes, yes, yes. Oh, she's so valuable, y'all, but everybody ignores her. And that's our job, to alert them to her. So let's get this Ecclesiasticus chapter 9 and 14. Ecclesiasticus, I'm sorry, not Ecclesiasticus, but the regular old Ecclesiastes. Okay, we're in the regular KJV, right? And we're at chapter 9, we're at verse 14. And it says, there was a little city. Okay, I think we got us a parable. Let's see. There was a little city, a few men within it, and there came a great king against it and besieged it. He took it under siege, right? And built great bulwarks against it. What is a bulwark? That's a wall, fam. That's a big old wall, heavy duty, right? The protection of the city. Verse 15. Now there was found in it a poor man. Okay. This king has this city. He took it under and he built a big old wall around it, right? Now there was found in it a poor wise man. So within the walls of this besieged city, right? There. And he's two things. He is poor and he is wise, right? And he, by his wisdom, delivered the city. Yikes. Yet no man remembered that same poor man. Nobody want to remember how great you are when you're poor, right? They want to roll over on your propers. They don't want to dap you up, right? Yes, yes, yes. Yikes. 15. Now there was found again in it a, my fault, had to reset y'all. 15 again. Now there was found in it, right? In that rich king's besieged walls, now there was found in it a poor wise man. But he, by his wisdom, delivered the city. Yet no man remembered that same poor man. Didn't even remember his name. Okay. So uh that's what we're rising through. We're on the poor side. And it's been pretty rough on us, in past months, but we're starting to see some light at the end of this tunnel, because this is when the poor wins, y'all. And that's what Mama promises. That's a part of the comfort that she's bringing to the earth. Man, yes, yes, yes. Okay. Verse 6. Then said I, wisdom is better than strength. Okay. You would rather have wisdom than to be strong. Strong brothers gonna lose. Brothers with wisdom are not. Okay. And if it don't help you, it wasn't wisdom. Okay. It say you can't taste wisdom and do bad. Right. It say if you taste her for real, There's no way you can go bad. That's kind of it. You don't backslide. So if you backslid, it wasn't her you had. It wasn't her that you understood. And it wasn't her that you laid hold on. Right? Yes, yes, yes. Verse 16. Then said I, wisdom is better than strength. Nevertheless, the poor man's wisdom is despised. And he the one that got it, y'all. Right? He's the one, believe it or not, that is closer to the Most High than any other. Okay? What's the last quotation? And his words are not heard. They don't want to hear that, man. Why? Because, man, you looking homeless, you know. But in reality, that's whose words they need to hear, y'all. Right? Verse 17. Where are we? We're at Ecclesiasticus, or not Ecclesiasticus. Why I keep saying that? Ecclesiastes 9 and 18. Or hold up, 17. Right? Against or verse 17. Let's get that. The words of wise men are heard in quiet more than the cry of him that ruleth among fools. Right? So the wise man, he's flaunting his spirit in the place where nobody hears, right? But see, this rich man, he's ruling among the city and he's controlling all the fools. Y'all see that? Watch out for a guy like that. Leading a whole bunch of people he don't love, right? Verse 18, wisdom is better than weapons of war. You got weapons of war, that's what you leaning on, that's what you think is something? No. She is better. Your divine nine being in line, man, that's above any weapon you could go up against anybody with. No, we ain't into that. Right? Don't let me lie, we're into that. But why are you guys into that? I mean, I got some weapons too. And I pray I never hurt nobody with them, you know. And I don't know. Last quotation. But one sinner, y'all, destroys much good, right? The words of a wise man are heard in quiet more than the cry of him that ruleth among a city. 18. Wisdom is better than weapons of war, but one sinner destroyeth much good. Right? All praises to the Most High. We are an hour and a half in. And we're going to freeze it right there. Because I am falling asleep sitting here. You know. So let's read our chapter real quick and get up out of here. Right. And sum things up. That's why we go out. Oh, hold up. Born again Israelites. Ex-GOCC leader exposes scheme and plot to leave the people behind. Ooh. We're going to watch that later. Somebody pulling out Maestro. Uh-oh. Okay. See where we're going here. Load up the sapphire. Get the sapphire ready. Mine, you know, the link. Let me go on and get it for you. Get that link. Get that link for you. Hey, I don't know what this is about. I don't know who it's coming from. I just seen it and read the title. There it is there. You guys want to watch that? Look like somebody is ready to hone in on what's going on with our brother. But right, let me get on up out of here, right? Let's go to it. Let's go to it. First Corinthians chapter 13. Though I speak with the tongue of men and of angels and have not charity, I am become a sounding brass or a tinkling cymbal. 2. And though I have the gift of prophecy and understand all mysteries and all knowledge, we were just talking about knowledge, right? You know? And though I have all faith so that I could remove mountains and have not charity, I am nothing. Right? Verse 3. And though I bestow all my goods to feed the poor, and though I give my body to be burned and have not charity, it profiteth me nothing. 4. Charity suffereth long and is kind. Charity envieth not. Charity vaunteth not itself, and is not puffed up. Right? 4. Does not behave itself unseemly, seeketh not her own, is not easily provoked, thinketh no evil. 6. Rejoiceth not in iniquity, but rejoiceth in the truth. 7. Beareth all things, believeth all things, hopeth all things, endureth all things. Charity never faileth. Right? Verse 8. But whether there be prophecies, they shall fail, and whether there be tongues, they shall cease, and whether there be knowledge, it shall vanish away. 9. For we know in part, and we prophesy in part. 10. But when that which is perfect is come, then that which is in part shall be done away. Right? When I was a child, I spake as a child. I understood as a child. I thought as a child. But when I became a man, I put away childish things. That's so important, fam. Right? 12. For now we see through a glass darkly, but then face to face. Right? But then face to face. Man, that always freezes me when I get there. Now I know in part, reading on, but then shall I know even as all, so I am known. Last verse, 13. And now abideth faith, hope, charity, these three. But the greatest of these is charity. Shabbat Shalom, fam. I pray you have a good, nice, solid, restful Sabbath, and that you do actually get good rest on it and good study on it, right? Study good and rest good. All praises to the Most High, right? Shout out to the humble law keeper, my sister, right? Ataka, right? Shout out to the Lord of our righteousness. Good to see you, right? Pray we see more of you. Shout out Mark AZ and Cashapp, my brothers, right? Right. Supreme God, sovereign. Shout out to you, man. Ronnie Baker. Shout out to you, right? Shabbat Shalom, everybody in Christ's glorious body, right? Yahweh ben Yasha'Allah, right? Judah, son of Israel, shout out to you. Happy Sabbath to you, sir, right? Prasad is pulling out Psalms 37 and 32. The wicked watcheth the righteous and seeketh to slay him. Yes, they do. But if they had they 9 in line, they wouldn't be seeking, right, to slay nobody. So they're on the other side of the line and they got some things to deal with, baby, when they shed that flesh. So good luck with that. The broadcast is in the building. Shout out Sacramento Mark, right? Shout out my brother Cruz and happy Purim to you too, sir, right? Monique Packard, dang that name. Sounds mad familiar. Who is that? Who are you? Okay, let me lay eyes on you. All praise to the Most High. Rico is in the building. Shabbat Shalom, fam. Right? Oh, we was in here. Yes, we was. Right. What that say? Right. Oh man, I don't know what that says. I could tell that's African. Right. Ends with a gui. Gui. That's African. Shout out Africa. One time, right? D'Amico Shaw was in here. Shabbat Shalom. My sister, pray you are doing well. I gotta call you like I said I was. You know, most likely something we gonna hammer out for the Sabbath. Right. The Corner Talk podcast. That was Brother IG. All praises to the Most High. Pray you guys enjoy your Sabbath night and wake up and do the right thing with your Sabbath day. Come on. Yaeli Sherelle is in the building. Shabbat Shalom, our sister, right? You know, faith, hope, charity. But the greatest of these is charity, fam. Yes, 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 it is. Wow. Y'all see that? Realm, y'all. That's a pocket in space. And guess where it's located? Beneath the Most High's feet. The Most High stands on that, right? That is a perfect work of sapphire, as onto a sapphire stone, is what that is. What you're looking at right there, right? Oh, if you see that, if you should lose your flesh and you go drifting into that, let me tell you, right? Exodus 24 and 10. Let's go there. Let me stop a moment real quick and just give it up to the round, y'all. Let me just show you that reward one time. And they saw, and who saw? Me and all of them other souls that was in that place, right? Let me see if I could do something. I'm going to just, and they saw, and who saw? All these souls right here. That's made up of souls. Those lights. Those lights. The further you come out of it by yourself, you turn blue. But the deeper you go in there, that cluster right there in the middle where it's bright, that's still us making that. That solidness, oh, when we come together, we shine like that. See, as we come out, we turn blue. And then we go all the way out. What about the dark areas right here? We're still there, right? That's just a tint or a reflection that we give off. But it souls all throughout that. And then it goes to where you can easily see that there are dots there, right? There's dots. Each of one of them dots is a soul, family. Who made it here? Through love. And they saw the God of Israel. I bet he pops down, you know, because he's right up here. Up there, the next thing you hit is going to be the Most High's realm where he lives, where the Holy Spirit is, right? Where Christ is, where they sit on thrones, right? You know, surrounded by angels. That's where they are up there, right? Yes, yes, right? And they saw the God of Israel, and there was under his feet, where? Under his arm, under his feet, as it were a paved work. Where is that at? Kapow. He called that a paved work, right? As a paved work of a sapphire stone. Of a sapphire stone, y'all. That blue, that sapphire. Let's grab us a sapphire stone. Drop it in there too. Grab us a sapphire stone. Oh, there's one. Tell me this don't look like that. Oh my goodness. Check this out. Kapow. Y'all see that? Don't that look like this? You see that white right there? You see that shine that's giving off? What about this part? This light blue. It's right here. You see all that light blue through there? As it gives off the different dimensions that it's showing you from, it turns a lighter blue, right? It turns from a lighter blue all the way to what? It gets dark. What's that dark blue? That dark blue, it's all out here, right? What about that dark stuff? Look at this. That it's almost like a navy blue, right? It looks black, right? You can mistake that for black there. You see that? What is that? That's all this out here. It's all that out there, right? This is like the work of a what? A sapphire stone, y'all. We are not supposed to be talking about this right now. We are not supposed to be talking about this right now, man. Do you see what the Most High did for us in these last days? Right? What it say? And there was under his feet, as it were a paved work of a sapphire stone. Huh? The body of heaven is what? Wait, where are we? As it were the body of heaven. The body, they're people. They're people. Huh? As it were the body of heaven. In his clearness, he revealed this. He's being clear in his clearness. It's a blessing that he grants this, right? This is in his clearness. He's done playing game when he shows you this. When he shows you that, right? As the work of a what? Sapphire stone. He's being what? Totally clear, right? He's revealing so much to you. This is not supposed to be in the earth. We are not supposed to be talking about this. We're supposed to be looking at this scripture, wondering what in the heaven is this talking about, right? What would y'all think if you read? What would we think? That's why you ain't never seen nobody bring this out. We don't know what this is. We do now all praises to the Most High, whose name is the highest, right? Glory be unto him.